Hey guys, welcome back. Right, so this is where we left off. Right, now we want to add the water. Okay, how do we do this? Right, so the water is supposed to be simple. It's basically we take our original geometry, right? Take our original geometry, which is this. Take our original geometry, let's make it smaller because we want to start as small as possible, right? So we want to take our original geometry and then scale it. But do we do not original geometry, because our geometry is a flat, something flat, right? It can't scale. So what we do, if I use the original geometry, it was flat. It's a flat surface. It's a circle. Where is it? Which is this one, which is a circle. So what we're gonna do is we're now gonna add uh, hex. How do I add hex? Sorry, it uses the original geometry, but then we change it to the hex. We cannot add more geometry here. We use object info. Can use that. So we add a mesh. Here we create a cylinder. So again, we can't use the original one. So give it a 6, right? And then depth of 1. We use everything 1. So let me just minimize this, right? So there's supposed to be a hex here. So if I increase the radius here, you probably see it. Wait, where is it? Oh, okay, I can't see it because let me just put it. Because our output is only coming from here. So we are combining another mesh inside. So what we do is to see that view, we just use a join geometry. So now we put it here. Then we at the same time we output our mesh here, right? So if I scale this radius, now you can see it's there, right? Right. And again, let me just, we can separate this and put it into a different uh, thing, which might be a we actually do that. I didn't do this before, right? So let's call this, let's create a outside one. So instead of here, let's create a where's our, let's see where I put it. So let's create a cylinder. Cylinder. Give it a face of 6. Then depth of 1. Then we GX it here. And it. And again, I don't want it here because of the scaling. So I'll move base here. Set scale. I can actually just duplicate it. Oh my god, it will be easier. Where is okay? We're done. Set origin to geometry. Origin to 3D cursor. So this one, you give it 0. Call this water block. Water. All right. So now we have the water. And then this is the water that we want. And we'll probably create the same bezel. Then control link, copy modifiers. So it has the same bezel. And then we'll do the material later. So now if I add this water into our, just drag, drop and plug it in. Sorry, not location, battery. If I oh, okay, can I change the scale here? I think should be able. Yeah. Well, I can use this transform. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. And then scale it. Yep. All right. That's how we do it. Scale is fine. Okay. So what is the size that we want to scale? So right now, let's look at the top view. And if I'm not mistaken, again, we need to rotate this one. Okay. Okay. No. Here, let's just scale it first. I just want to see if I need to scale it. Because the shape is like that, right? So if I hit X, I need to scale it. Yeah, I need this side. This side. That's just 45 degree. So if I'm not, I can change that here, right? So if I take everything here, rotate 45. Is it 90? Okay, 90. Sorry about that. Yeah, you got some additional here, but it's okay. If it seems I shouldn't rotate it. Yeah, yeah, I need to rotate it. This is what I want. This one will need to rotate it. Seems a 30-degree, right? Let's do that. Rotate every 30. Right. So how do I size this? I want it to have some border. So so is the scale, if I have if my word is 0, is 3, then if I increase the sorry, this one subdivision. So is 0 is around, it's basically the same level we use, but we have to multiply it, right? So it's the same as before. Where did we use the scale, the calculate node here? So here we should plug it here. But as you can see, there's a difference there, right? It's missing the outer edge, but it's the same. So instead of just purely we want to add that additional value, and we added 3 just now. So what we do is we just simply add math add, skip vec math. I want to, okay, this is the confusing part. So that's there. So first I want to make sure that x and y is follows a certain value, right? So we use a combined xyz, right? So this is 1, this is a value that we got, we plug it in here. We should just modify the x and y. So if we add 0.5, it will be in the middle. So we need to, because like I said, we need to make it bigger. So this is up to you how you want to do it. I'll just do until here, right? So now if we increase the side, the uh, water and the base, and then the water as well. See that in render, right? So if we add that, scale that, sorry, get back our subdivision. As you can see, right, it doesn't scale properly because the click node is been, yeah, it's not done properly. Or I'm using exponential. So it's at 0, it's perfect, right? And I add 1, it's not. So 7. Okay. This is at the center. It's by 1. Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't be rotating it. It's the rotation. Oh, where's the rotation? New rotation. That this should add some value. Scaling, but it's not adding properly. Say for example here, right, we have a space of 1. When we increase the space, that will be by 2, right? Yeah, I multiply with anything else. I think it's just because of the side it's now. Okay, so let's increase it a bit. You top. Yeah, that's nice. Give it some. If I shift it, it should be perfect. Yeah, correct. I'm using the same scale, so it should. Yeah. Uh, wait a minute. I just want to make sure. Oh, because it has a bevel. Okay, I understand. Because it has a bevel. That's that what is interesting, right? So if I look at it, if I'm not mistaken, if I remove the bevel, yeah, the bevel size is like causing it to be haywire. I'm pretty sure of it, right? So if I move that, and then now do I scale it? Where's the scale? Yeah, there it is. And 5 should be the same. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why it does what it does, and it's the bevel that causes it. Yeah, and 1 7. Yeah, it should be the same. Yeah, at closer range you see the difference more. But let me just make sure I want something better. Subdivide it should be in the boundary. Yeah, perfect. It's okay. Good. Sorry about that. It becomes complicated. I was just wondering why, because this is first time I use the outside. Previously, I created the geometry inside. So now we got the water, right? So why? Okay. To make it better, I'll just have that. Like I said, right? I move it lower, so I should actually put this. Well, a tad lower. Why? Because I want it so that the water is when the scale is 0, it's not showing up. Yeah, well, not really. And then never mind. I was just thinking, so I put a point. Let's do a point minus 0.5. Right. So it will be yeah, something like that. Right. So now that's it. Now basically we have the water. How do we control the height? Is Z. So that's pretty much it. But so if 0 is 0, it's 1 1. So how do we control that? We just plug the z outside here, right? Now we just call this not z, water height. The height, and then water height. All right. So and water height is a float as well. So now we're done with with the object actually. If you look at this, right, if we put a 5 here, now we have our scene, right? And if we increase the water, now we got the water. Now the question is, what's the best water material, right? So you can download water material, or you design your own. So look back at our water here in our shading. Let's enable this. I don't really need to enable it. Go to shading. So we choose our water. It's not visible, but we can choose it. And then we'll create a material. I created my material already. So let's do that. A pen. Yeah. So I had that hex 3, right? I think I use texture. Material, okay, good. And well, I should have water now in this material. Yeah. Oh, cool. And that's it. So let me just show you the water material then. Right. So it's basically the important part is this portion. So what I do was I set the IOR to 1.13, transmission of 1. I put a Musgrave texture. The Musgrave texture, I'll show you in a second. Let me just increase. Um, oh, before you do anything, you can see, right? It doesn't look like it's transparent, right? Doesn't look like it's transparent. Why is it? Well, first of all, I'm using EV in this case in our, so you make sure you turn on everything. Bloom. The important part is actually screens the reflection, then the refraction as well. Once you turns on the fraction, now you can see it, right? You can see the refraction. So I use a Musgrave texture. This one controls. Let me just increase the water height first. I, I like this one. I created myself. So right, okay. So let's look at this and where's it? Shading. So the water material, uh, this one controls like the bumpness. Let's see if let's copy this again. Same concept. I add a texture coordinate, a Musgrave. This is not the GeoNode tutorial, I said, but you know. So this, if I remove transmission, there's a bump node. Can't see it. because I clear code it. Okay, you might not see it here, but it shows. Sorry, another thing I think you need to change for this material. Okay, this turn on this as well, screen space reflection, so you can see the transparency and everything. And this one is actually controlling uh how the reflection is. You can't see it, you know. Initially it does make a lot of difference, but I changed the water design so it looks really nice now. So to make it better, let's use HDR lighting. So if you look at it, it's like it's dark, nothing. This is a render scene. Go to world. So we have our initial background. We get environments texture. Then what I use is I use the one that's, you know, you can use any HDR for that matter. I like to use if I'm not mistaken the blender one. I just use the blender one. It's in this blender directory, blender 3.0, and then data files, and use a studio light world. I think forest should be fine, and I'll plug it in. Now I have that forest thing. How do I hide the background? If I'm not mistaken, let me just check something. Is that the render? Yeah, film transparent. So now I have this cool water. So I have that cool water. Let me just test something. If this is the water that looks like, but if we put the height, right, the distortion, so it has that distortion, but yeah, if close you can see like that, right? So our world is big, so if you look at closely, it actually has some effects. It's hard to see, so let me just wait. The distance is the height. Wait, see the strength. I think it's the scale. Yeah, the scale have to be lower. Yeah, that's it. Look at that. But depending on how far you wanna, move your image, right? So uh how the water reacts, yep. And you can change the color a bit if you want. Distance, I think 0.2 is nice. I think it's nice. You got the ripple effect. So now you look at this, increase the water height. So that's basically it. I mean, and then you can scale around, right? Let's go back to geometry nodes, right? So see, that was so easy. Like uh, this one, let's call this uh, this frame. This here, and give this node water, and put a color in. Obviously, I'll put a blue for water. And guys, that's basically it. Now we're done with our world. So this one I can scale. I can okay I can, you know, what else I can do? Yeah, I can increase the height or the water height, increase it a bit. I want to make it say for example like I said, I want this black to be covered more, right? And we can play around with the color distribution. So the minimum we can raise it with, yeah, and the height. This one, see, there's an error there. I think this one to max, you have to decrease it. Yeah. But now we get more of the blackness if you right. So look at that. Now I scale it a bit. I want to be flat. So my 1.15. Oh, nice. That's a lake there. And a lake. We can actually decrease this a bit, but I like it this way. So now we have that lake, and we can play around with the height. So look at that. Maybe maybe water height, it's flooding now. Oh god, that's so nice. Blowing my own bubble. Increase the height. Oh, increase the height control bit. Now the scale bit. Please. That's other controls you can play around, right? So to give you a better, yeah, this is like we we yeah, we swamp kind of look, right? This we swamp kind of why negative. This looks swampy. Then this one, if you control the height, right? Yeah. Mm. I'm blowing my own bubble, but you don't want this to be too much, right? Something like that is great. Then you can scale around, scale, and create a new and beautiful animation, right? Like that, right? So I do hope you guys enjoy the video. I mean, I see a lot. At the same time, I can put you know non-water material as a bounding box to it. You can do a lot of stuff, and then like I said, play around with it. I mean, do do things that I can't imagine. I mean, I'm a newbie, right? I'm a newbie, and you guys probably have better control. uh oh, I like the river effect. This one I don't want to have the and increase the white like that. Maybe increase the plane. And yeah, okay. So I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial. I mean, I apologize for my English and whatnot if it's not really good enough. But I want to finish it with a nice view or something. Big to reset the skill. Yeah, and increase the height a bit. We increase the height. You want more of that big look. Okay, so yeah, it looks nice. You put a height. Yep. So that's how you create a scene that we were talking about, guys. Um, it- it- I'm just playing around, guys. So feel free to leave. But so I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial on on you know I'm not a pro uh des- designer a bit, a pro 3D programmer, but I love to share what I learn and whatnot. So this have to go back. Yep. So and from here you can do a lot of stuff, right? So like I said, we can do so many stuff here. I mean, uh, I can bevel the I can add back the bevel to this water. Uh, Shift the cylinder and Control L. Even the water now have some bevel. They have to show first. The cylinder. I think I have to view it. now the water bubbles is weird. So maybe I don't just remove the film. Don't have. Right. All right. Cool. So guys, that's how we do. I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial on how we do this. Let me just lay out this our base. Right. All right. So maybe I rotate it and Mhm. So thank you for joining me in this tutorial, and you know, I mean, hope you guys enjoy learning together about Blender Notes, and I'll catch you guys later. I'll try to make something interesting more if I learn something new. So thank you very much for stopping. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Please drop a like and subscribe to my channel. And see you guys later. Assalamualaikum.